we've got Diane and Jacob. Were you going to talk? Okay, good. So for our Kathy Schroeder Memorial Award, we have Diane and Jacob to say a few words about Heidi.
Thank you, and forgive my looking at my phone. We made a joint statement with the other freshman member of the County Progressive Caucus, Kirsten, who couldn't be here tonight, and I want to be true and fair to that. So, Heidi is, as we all know, truly a force for change in the city, in the county, and beyond. And just a part of that is the fact that she's been such an amazing support to those of us who are newer to politics, newer to county board. She's been an amazing mentor. She's supported us. She's shown us the ropes. She's put so much time into that. And that's so incredibly important for building the power of this movement. Her leadership within Progressive Dane and on the county board's progressive side has been immeasurable. Her commitment to the core things that we believe in, justice, racial justice, housing justice, just to name a few things. She deserves this award. She deserves so much more. And our gratitude is immense. And if I can just editorialize for a second on my own experience, I joined the county board with specific goals around affordable housing, around reduction in incarceration, and especially with the millions that are in the 2023 county budget on affordable housing, it just looks like magic, right? Like I got onto the board and there it was, and I got to vote for that, and I got to advocate for that. It was great. But of course it wasn't magic, right? It was hard work. And it was hard work that Heidi has been doing for ages. We all know that. And my gratitude is immense, and our gratitude is immense. And when we look back in 20 or 30 years, and Dane County is a better place, a lot of the reasons that Dane County is going to be a better place is because of movements that Heidi did. So, it is an honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And my name's Diane, and I'm co-chair of the policy committee, and super happy, a longtime fan of Heidi Wegleitner. So super happy to be part of presenting the Kathy Schroeder Memorial Award. And I'm just gonna quick read a little bit about who gets the award. So this is in recognition of outstanding long-term service to progressive causes, and honors a PD member, friend, or ally who gives generously of their time and energy to strengthen and expand community organizing efforts that serve ordinary citizens, residents, cares passionately about fairness and equity, works with a spirit of humor, creativity, experience, and foresight, takes responsibility for organizational details and makes connections between different issues and different constituencies, and has a long record of fidelity to a vision of a democratic society where burdens and resources are shared equitably. And of course, that does fit her to a T, but I want to say it's particularly meaningful, and I think important to note that that Heidi has gotten both the Policymaker Award, the David Austin Award, and is now receiving the Kathy Schroeder Award, which is the grassroots activist behind the scenes award, because she is definitely both. And unlike many elected officials, she stays true and continues to be an activist, right? So she is rooted in the community and always challenging herself to widen who has access to the levers of power, to help bring people in, both as fellow elected officials, but just as people who will come in and say, hell no, we don't want the largest public works project in Dane County to be a jail. So I want to say, just to end, I love Heidi. We all love Heidi. And we're so lucky that Heidi is willing to share so much of her time and energy with us. But I was realizing, thinking about this award, it was just about 11 years ago on a night just like this, when outgoing County Board Supervisor Barb Vetter said, you know, Heidi is gonna run for my seat, because she was choosing not to run for re-election. And I thought, oh, Heidi, yeah, she's the woman who came to our usually pretty kind of mild neighborhood association meetings, and even though people were a little uncomfortable at first, somehow got people to pass a housing is a human right resolution. That is Heidi Wegleitner. And that is the kind of power that Heidi has. And I do want to just, because I'm proud to say that I was a supporter from the very first campaign, so I want to quote, and it makes me so happy to think about, this person does not know that she's going to chair the Housing and Human Needs Committee of the Dane County Board, but here's the first letter that, as a candidate, Heidi sent out seeking support. Yeah. It starts out very fittingly. You know that I'm the happiest when I'm challenging myself and giving back to the community. A great opportunity to do both presented itself recently. I'm running for a seat on the Dane County Board. It's a big step, but I'm taking it because the board has a huge impact on the issues near to my heart: increasing affordable housing, protecting vulnerable populations, and ensuring opportunities for all. The issues I'm highlighting are vital to our county and our world. I've met too many people struggling just to meet their own and their family's basic needs. While the county's budget is tighter than ever, we must fully fund human services programs, again, chairing the Health and Human Needs Committee, and help our residents achieve their full potential. There are no easy answers, but my years as a public interest attorney, union member, and community activist give me the experience and the passion to find real solutions. I will work tirelessly, and has she? Yeah. To strengthen the quality county programs and policies that have come under attack by the state and federal governments. Communities that come together in hard times emerge more resilient. The heart of the Occupy movement around the world and the state capitol protests early this year give me great hope. Please help me make the case that Dane County can be both compassionate and strong. Heidi Wegleitner!
So lucky. These people are so cool, and Diane's the brilliant writer that probably wrote all the words. But no, really, this means a lot to me, and I never got to know or meet Kathy Schroeder, but I know that this is like a worker bee award, and I think that it's so important in grassroots political life, and so much about what Progressive Dane is: volunteer powered, connected to activists, and I'm really humbled to receive this, and I definitely want to share it with many in this room. I'm so grateful that Brenda, my mentor, is here, and Diane, all the work you've done, and Martha and Mary, and some Saturday mornings, some women like clean the house or make cookies, and there's like the women of Progressive Dane that show up to Social Justice Center or go on Zoom and get shit done. There is so much that kicks along because of kind of thankless work, and these snowballs, they don't just happen. They happen because Martha is sending out the cards, and Joan is licking the envelopes, and Annie is working the door. This is why, this is how we make change, by coming together in community. and it's nice to do it like in person with drinks and to see all of you. I really appreciate it. It feels a little different being a committee chair this term, and I feel a little guilty receiving this award after I've stepped away from many of my Progressive Dane roles recently, but turns out chairing HHN is a lot of work. But it's so critical that we have candidates, that we have connections to our elected officials to fight for workers' rights, to fight for housing as a human right, to fight for, fight back against the ever-increasing police state and surveillance state. And I'm just so fortunate for all the support that I have received, all the connections I've received through this party. So please help us get more Progressive Dane candidates elected. And I certainly see Yogesh there. I want to recognize my buddy on the county board. And Jacob, there's so many wonderful current and former elected officials here that I'm just really proud to be in community with, and for all you grassroots activists and party members, we need your help, like connecting people to what we do. We need more active members. It can't just be like a handful of women, and I say that because it has been basically a handful of women doing all the hard work of the party organization and structure for some years now. So be evangelists, connect people to our work, connect us to activists. Let's build people power. Let's really push for a progressive common council, because we can have 24/7 cares. We can have countywide cares expansion. We can do this. We can do more tiny house villages. I think my Madison's ready to build like 10. But seriously, like, we've got a lot of cool shit going on, and it's really wonderful to be in a position where I can help advocate for that. So thank you so much, and let's have some fun.